Alright, welcome to second episode of this series for Derail Valley Simulator. These are all the jobs we currently have on the table here at the harbor. Last episode we hauled some steel rails down here. This episode I think we're going to do some shunting. You see that's what we got on the table for shunting. We have everything we hauled down here plus a couple other ones. I think what we're going to do is we are going to do a couple of them that are the ones that we hauled down here. I'll kind of show you the process of that. So now when I started this, I had a hard time figuring out how to do some of it, so I figured I could just do this. So we're going to I think we're going to grab 2 of them on this one, or 3 maybe. So we'll do those 2. Typically when I do these, I will do 2 or 3 at a time. I'm not too big of a worry about the time bonuses on some of these. Some of these longer trains I do if there's more than one drop. But typically, with this being an uneasy mode, it's really easy to get time bonuses, so I'm not really too worried about speed on this. But if you're worried about speed and time and the money bonuses, then obviously you don't want to do more than one at a time. But we're going to fire this train up. Now we're going to use a DE6. I'm not going to bother getting the DE2 out just because of how heavy these rails are. Or excuse one. I almost told the other one around dead. Now this is going to be the same way as the last video. I did the video for supposed to be the day for me and night, if I remember right. Let's do this and go through. So, get all the way hooked up. We should be in front of there we go. I need to make sure the valve was from the last video, but it should be in front of the rail cars that we're going to be shunting first. Still trying to get used to the controls. Around, but we're going to start the front. Usually typically put the first on the front, and then right, so that's what the air brake off. We're going to go there and start I'll show you how often. So when I get down here to the big one of these, just to create as many jobs and opportunities as I can going back up the map wherever I decide to go. That way I have more jobs I can haul with it. So we got this work for the air pressure filled up. You see the gauger. You want it to be at 5 when you put it in full. So put it in neutral, put the air in the right level, try to help pull the air pressure faster. And once it hits 3.6, then it starts going lines up. So we're going to wait for the pressure release. And then we'll go next one. Just going. And then we'll go to D7L. And we'll go to D7L. This is probably the majority of them one. QS is back there. Let's go figure what's 2 up front. It's 591. And which one's on the back here? So 859 and 786 and 766 are in the back. These rails were backwards on all these, I think, so I had always had to work back and front. I was just to do another video of it, that I go pretty good and I might have to. So, give it that little drop, we'll do this one locomotive. The only reason I'm doing this one is not running once we get somewhere in this week, I get some, I recorded this one, so that's right after the other one. At the same time, I don't want to go. The goal is to do one video a week out for this. Maybe 2, but right now I don't have a lot of videos recorded, and I got a audio separate, so it might take a little bit to get done. Especially if I start getting the longer videos and stuff, so. This happens the way it takes a little bit to get this thing rolling. But we're at least try to go about 30, depending on where we're at. We're going to cruise forward and then we'll go back up into this yard and unload this. Here. We are going back up over here to do 7 and go down this cut back if we want always right. That's where we are headed. And we'll put up in the throttle number 2 so we get a little bit moving. This train as long as it does sometimes take the brakes a little bit to release. As heavy it is, it does take a lot to get this thing moving too. So that's the downside about these steel rails. We're gonna get this thing back up. Back this thing into. And unload it. So depending on where you are, sometimes you can pull forward into it depending on how everything's oriented, because like if you back past the T and all that, that does connect up the road, so you could go down one and back up the other if you wanted to. So it depends on how the train's oriented. Laid out. So we turn right here and then we're going to go on the right once we get to the split up ahead. Go back up, and we're going to find the unload dock and unload all these things. All these things, at least 12 cars now. else there. I'm checking the other ones to see how much space I have over there, if I have room to unload them. I kick them, or if I have to back up all the way to push them back. So, one thing I'm checking here, because I've like put those two, I believe, on the back, so we're going to go over there first and then G7. Put it back this up into here. And go unload this. Stopping, so we definitely a lot of space. We go down to the unload tower, which is right there. Flip to it and flip the switch. Unload it. You can watch the cars unload. We're gonna go dump these off into the tracks. You see here, we're double checking to make sure that we are past. There should be enough room for two there. I remember this didn't work that great because I didn't let the brakes bleed off enough before I went. So we're ready to go. This thing's rolling fast enough. Crank. There's your brake. Go forward enough to set the switch. While these are rolling, there should be enough space in there to get in there, but I didn't go too far just in case. I wanted to make sure these were going to go all the way. Let these roll. And we'll set the tracks here real quick, see where we go. until you get there. These are set. Now we're going to go back to the car. 5 mile an hour or so. It was moving while I was doing that. Deactivate this train brake, and then we're going to set this back in G7 slot. As well, and go get the upper slots and then start the second job. We're going to start backing up here. This means the train says that they're moving, and then make sure the tracks are set correctly, and then I'm pretty sure this is not back all the way on there because the longer trains are kind of hard to stick in into the stopping time. So we'll do this, and then we'll grab the other one. We'll get it done. So what else is going on, guys? If you guys want to see anything else on this, I'll let you know. We do have plans to do a couple of longer videos for other trains. See a couple things. I also did working currently. I said we do the military stuff, so you can see how that works. Once you get the military contract, we'll definitely report once you can see all that stuff. These sound older, right? So that's it. So, so we're going to do that, and we are going to go 45,000 on the first one. Put the next one in there. Grab the next set of them. This one is in E9I, which is in the other yard. This base pays 38,000, so this one should be around the same amount for pay. Grab the train. This last time, which is a bit shorter than last time, but it up and just know that these areas are split up just a little bit. Back a little slowly. Like I said, if it's up to under 9 mile an hour usually, but km/h for a slow down. I like to be ideally around 5, so it's not such a big car. That's just it. I'm going to show you manual hookup process in this one, so you guys see how just to manually hook these up. You have to do this, but as you can see, I don't want to cooperate. Look on the airline. Let this thing build up some pressure. We'll tell this thing over to D7L and we'll release the handbrake. Thing over to D7L and load it. Where everything is on the car, on the train, so I know which steps I gotta do first. I'm gonna start with you, all back this up. This is a setup again from the time I picked this up, the time I get to about next area, so that way you're not going to get working this out slow. But back over this and then figure out what's what, where the cars are, so we know where we got it unloaded. This, we'll run over to the unload dock and process the unload, and then we'll go start putting this in certain spots. So first spot, we'll check the book. Fast travel a little bit to the next spot. Just speed up to get where we need to go, and then we're going to check the yard over there to figure out which lanes are what and how much space we got. Whether we can kick these or if we have to manually push these in here to make space. So continue this and see what we got. The 6S is the second one from the right, that looks like it is the dock, so we might be able to kick these. Good. We're gonna get things ready to go. Let's go back past the sign. Then we'll get the one to the D2, which that's also empty, so we're not going to kick those. Let's brake on those. Yep, so we go over there. Handbrake, see if we can kick those, get it rolling. And do the next set. So it should be the back 2. Back 3. Stop the train there just because we got to do something special with this. And I think I had an issue where I didn't have the brakes all the way released before I picked those, so those actually ended up not going very far, so I just took the train and pushed them the rest of the way. Maybe it didn't. Nope, it worked. So make sure that they're out of the way past the sign. That was the main thing I was worried about. And it was. So we stop it right there. We're good. And we're gonna like those. And looks like these ones are actually going on D1, so that made this one really easy. We didn't have to do hardly anything. We'll break them all right here, so that made these 2 jobs really quick. This one's the one we definitely had to push those back. So when you do bump the cars, you need to slow down enough so you don't damage them too, because you can get fined. You can get fees for damaging other cars that aren't even part of your job. We're going to push this back just a little bit so that way they're all in there. Like I said, the lead car on the one end just has to be like 3/4 of the way past the sign if you can't fit them all in there. And you get paid for it. So there's that. And then we'll get this unhooked, and then we'll go turn these 2 jobs in. And I might do 1, maybe 2 more depending on how much time I got. So get that breaker brake set. We're going to go turn these in. Nice thing about Derail Valley Simulator is when you do these shunting jobs, when you're done, it'll turn them into other jobs like logistical hauls, or and even give you another shunting window and reload them so that they get hauled out from somewhere else. I'm going to go to over here, turn these in, and see how much we make up this one. So 38,000 was the base pay. And then there we go. Let's see what we're making. 57,000 after bonus. So we're gonna release 1 more, maybe 2. I'll put that over the way. I tried sorting the jobs out before so that we knew what we had. See where we want to go in the future. So potentially could be going to good factory, steel mill. We'll go that way. So we'll see what happens after this. See if we build a long train and after we get these 2 shunting ones done. This is a $33,000 shunting one. We gotta do 2 pickups, and then let's see what other one we want to do. We either drop off tractors or would you drop off for those? I think that's 56,000, so I think we might grab this one as well. So we'll get this going. I did grab all these, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm only doing like 1 or 2 more in this video, and then we'll shunt the rest in the next one. So this one's gonna be the steel rails, which is in E yard, I'm pretty sure. Got the E8, G7, and then D5 for the majority of them, G2 and G6. So which is in the where we're at over here. 30 and 45 minutes. These actual hauling ones. It's good depending on how many we have, what jobs we have, and how many stops we're making. But I don't want to try to make it too often long, because it can be kind of annoying to watch longer videos. Try to get it all down because you ain't good at it when sitting. But we'll try it, see what happens. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys want to see anything particular in this series, leave me in the comments. I'll be more than happy to give it a shot. So I'm still learning the stuff with this, so take it easy with this, be patient with me with this, so that way you might not do everything straight away the first time, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. And I did this a couple times just to see how long this process can take. Instead of using the DUI or the remote like you can with the DE2. To let this build up pressure. It takes a long ways to build up pressure, so that's where we're going to build the RPMs up. And we'll go push it back at a D7. So I'm going to time lapse a little bit to the unload spot, and then we'll get this unloaded. We're backing into D7 to unload this. This is the same thing as the last two that I did, but it's just back in here. And we'll tell to unload it. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to these cars. I'm pretty sure this one I had to do was push all these cars back because I was running out of space where I was putting them. We'll get this thing unloaded, and then go kick these cars where they need to go. Typically, when you're shunting, if you're on like harder modes, by what I've understand, you don't want to use D6 just because it is expensive to run. With this video, I've done about 100 liters or gallons of fuel, however it's listed in, however the metrics are in this. The DE2, you'd use a quarter of that, you know, because they only have 2,000-gallon tanks or liter tanks, and you won't use probably 50 to 100 gallons total in the 4 or 5 jobs that you've used. When I've done that with 3. So this will be more expensive to do, but with the steel rails I like to use the DE6 because they are more powerful and it's better to push these with, especially when they're loaded. Trying to lose a little bit of daylight. So and the shunting isn't easy in the dark either, so that's one of the things you gotta watch out for when you're doing this. It's easier to do in the daylight so you can see where you're actually going. Especially down here because half the time go forward with that. Then forward, line up with G, and then we go from there. Set these triggers. That one's the beginning, so we'll have to push that one back. And like, we'll push that one back as well. So this one needed a little more work, but it wasn't terrible. And it looks like this will probably be the last one video and this one. And then the next, I want to do 2 shunting videos today. I'm going to try to do the Derail Valley Simulator-episode. This is how I learned how to play it, and I got it. I've been watching videos, so I know other people keep doing the same thing. We can just push back into the position that we're going. First, and go. Let's use the speed to get through this part a little bit. As you can, I got to push the first track to go to the right, because it's going to the C6. If I have to go forward, and that just takes time. I like using it, so just gotta make sure you have these ready to go when you get there. If you're not paying attention, you will go on the track. And I've done it before where I've done that, and had collisions and wrecked cars and stuff, and cost me a lot of money. So I'm pretty sure this first one is just one car. We're going to go back far enough to make sure we're past the sign. Let's kick one. So the I can brake. Go do the other one with the next one. And I believe V2 is the next spot where we're doing two of them, which there should be enough space for, I would think. Put it back in there, because there is a little bit of space there, but I'll hook these two, and then the other ones are going to be at another spot, but I don't remember what they were. You'll have to see the sheet where to do it. To do. Is that right? Yeah. Go back into those. And cars are back there a little ways, it looks like, so it's not going to be as bad when I there. So just going to make sure we'll have to push that back. Just push them all because it's where how far up we are. Unhook these, once you get back far enough, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't paying attention. Then I had to pull all these back into the yard because I wasn't paying attention how far back we were. Close to the D5, which is all the way to the right on this one, I'm pretty sure. So the rest of the folks are there. the yard or the office and unload these, but I can tell you right now, I forgot to set the handbrake on the one, so I had to go back and redo those. And this tells you what you miss if it doesn't pay you. You see I didn't put the handbrake on the 5S, so I had to go back and do that. And then go ahead and turn it in. So like I said guys, if you want to see anything else like this in the future, like I said, I got one more shunting video coming out the same day. It probably won't be at the same time, it'll probably be that here, and the other one's probably be an hour or two later. And then we're going to try to do a long hauling video after that for next week. So you got to turn in. This job paid some amount of money. So we're going to this stuff turn in, and then we'll go from there. So this is the jobs on the left, guys, plus the ones I have in my cart showing where we're going, and that empty one looks like it gives us the sawmill job. So catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed.